Hi, I'm George Ellison, and this is Dave Scott, and we're here from Acme Guitar Works to tell you about this guitar that we just modified. This is a Fender Blacktop Telecaster made in Mexico. We're a Fender authorized dealer, and we buy these guitars from Fender, pull them out of the box, and hot rod them. And this is a guitar that Fender has already done some hot rodding, so we basically do some things that we think will make it even cooler. This guitar is one of the Teles where they do the belly cut, the tummy cut, which makes it definitely more comfortable to play. They don't do a forearm contour on this, but it still is, at least it's not digging into your ribs. And of course it's got two humbuckers, so that's a pretty big deviation from a normal Telecaster. So we pull the thing out of the box and we want it to play as well as it can play. So we do a fret level crown and polish. Now this guitar has the modern Fender fretboard radius, which is 9.5 inches, which allows us to get really low action. But in order to get best case action, you've got to have the frets level. And so we do a fret level crown and polish and really dial the frets in so the thing plays really well. We adjust it when we do the setup. We adjust the nut slots and everything so that it's just really comfortable to play. On this guitar we also replaced the stock saddles. It's got sort of the bent steel vintage Strat style saddles on it, but we replaced them with Callahan saddles because the Callahan saddles are just really nicely made. It's heavier material, it's more nicely made. So we put those on, and that's a nice upgrade on the guitar. But the big news with this guitar is the electronics. So what we did on here is we replaced the stock Fender humbuckers with Lindy Fralin humbuckers. So we have an 8K and a 9K pair of Fralin humbuckers. And we've got just a three-way switch. So you've got neck humbucker, both humbuckers in parallel, and a bridge humbucker. Basically it's set up like a Gibson, but normally with a single volume and single tone rather than two volumes and two tones. On this guitar, some of you may be familiar with Peter Green. He was the original guitar player with Fleetwood Mac, and he had a Les Paul that became sort of iconic. And the deal with that Les Paul is that one of the pickups became out of phase with the other pickup, and what's usually put forward is the theory that somebody did some work on one of the pickups and inserted the magnet backwards, and that put the pickup out of phase. You can flip the leads on a pickup and put it out of phase. You can flip the magnet and put it out of phase. And so there's this thinking that that's what was done with his. But in any case, in the middle switch position, the two humbuckers were out of phase. And out of phase, you know, phase switches used to be really popular on guitars like in the late 70s. We don't see them much anymore, but the Peter Green thing seems to be a really pretty popular thing. A lot of guys do them on Les Pauls, because of course he played a Sunburst Les Paul, right? Anyway, that's what we've done on this Telecaster, and the way that we've done it is by adding this little push button switch. So you just push it and it pops up a little bit, you push it again and it's essentially almost flush with the plate. It's really low profile in both positions, and yet it's right there, it's easy to get to. I'm switching it, it's very convenient, very easy. And in the up position, you just have the normal two pickups in parallel like you would always have. But when you push this button down, now the two humbuckers are out of phase. So it's sort of that Peter Green thing in the middle. But we've usually on a Telecaster, if you did that, you would sort of be limited, because on the Les Paul, where you've got two volumes and two tones, you have independent volumes for each pickup. And so not only are the pickups out of phase, but then by subtly manipulating one or the other volume control, you can get some further tonal shading. And so we decided, well, this Telecaster's got to have two volume controls. So we took this pot, it's a stacked concentric pot. We modified the pot actually, because ordinarily it's a 250 500K pot, so we made it into a 500 so that it's appropriate value for the humbuckers. And so now you've got a volume for the neck, a volume for the bridge, and a master tone control. And in that in-between position, if you've got the pickups in out of phase, or even if you don't, you can play with the volume controls and get some cool shading tonally, and Dave will illustrate that for you so you can hear how it sounds. And I think that's about all I have to say. The guitar plays really well. I think this particular guitar is really comfortable, and I think it looks really cool. We opened it up, and everybody that saw it was like, oh man, that's cool. Like, it's a really attractive guitar. So anyway, very unique, very cool, very affordable. It's a great guitar.
High gloss finger, back of the neck too, high gloss.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay, well, we'll start off in the neck position. Sounds with a little gain on it. Pickup gained up a little more. that much gain out of phase. Great.
Yeah, it's really, really cool.
You can get a lot of tones just in that, just by manipulating that volume knob just slightly when it's out of phase.
Yeah.
Really cool. Let's go a little more over the top with it. Massive sustain, great pickups.
Yeah.
Anything we're missing you want to hear?
No, pretty well covered. Well, you know what we haven't done is any of the clean stuff.
Okay.
You know, just for, I mean, this is sort of more that sounds good.
Beautiful. Just play it so soft.
Yeah, very nice. So, looks cool, sounds cool, is cool. It's really cool. These guitars are very reasonably priced, and they're great tools for gigging musicians that that don't want to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on a guitar that they're going to take to a club every night. So check out our website, and you'll see that we've always got guitars like this available. And if we don't have what you're looking for, just give us a call or email us, and we'll be happy to discuss what it is you're looking for. So, thanks for watching.